Hey everybody. I'm gonna get another phone call. I just recording this a minute ago and I got a phone call. So I said, okay, I'll wait. And then I'm probably get another one in half a second. Anyway, my name is Stephen Weinert. I have been teaching at Cuyamaca College for a very long time. I started teaching here in 1996 part-time. I got full-time in 2001. So that would be 23 years this year. Awesome. I really look forward to it every year. It's about the week before the semester starts, and I'm excited. I'm in my office. I'm cleaning up. Um, so that's Dr. Salazar's stuff, and my stuff looks like junk. I mean, I have my side of the office is just all a bunch of junk because I'm kind of messy. But this is our computer lab. We have a research lab at Cuyamaca College called the Center for Mind and Behavioral Research. We do research on attention. We've been looking at electroencephalographic recordings and what's something called attentional blink and event-related potentials. We have an EEG on over here, by this computer over here, which is trying to update and it's stalling pretty badly. But if you're interested in doing research, please let me know. We have a bunch of research projects going this semester, and we're working with a lovely woman named Jeannie from Stanford. Yeah, Stanford, I'm saying it. But she gave us a permission to use her paradigm, and so we're going to be working with her this semester on a project. Very cool. Anyway, I have a son, Caleb. Caleb is going to be a senior at Patrick Henry High School, so the same age as some of y'all. And he plays volleyball. He likes to fish. He might have just gotten his first job. We're very excited about him getting a job. And that's about it for him. My daughter is Ella. She goes to Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. She is graduating at the end of this quarter, this fall quarter, and she is getting her degree in liberal studies, which is becoming a teacher specializing in special education. By next December, she will have her master's degree in special education, and she will be able to start working in December, so she can start paying her own freaking rent. Oh, I'm sorry, let's say that. Anyway, she also played volleyball, and she did not play volleyball in college, but she's a member of Chi Omega and something else important that I should probably know about. My wife is Jenna. She is a director of curriculum and instruction at Alpine Schools, so some of y'all may have had her as a teacher. She taught kindergarten forever, and then taught second grade for a little more than ever. And then she was principal of Boulder Oaks Elementary School for like 7-8 years. And now she is director of curriculum instruction. Eventually she'll be in charge of everything. President, I guarantee. Okay. I like her a lot. She's like my favorite. Let's see. So you guys are taking one of my psych courses. I'm recording the same basic intro for all of them, so I'm not going to differentiate. But one of the things that's really important is that you have a connection with me and the other students. And so we're going to be doing a lot of little stupid things that as a student I hated, but I understand that there's a really important connection that you have. So I'm going to be asking you dumb questions, and the dumb questions are purposeful and meaningful. Like, for example, what is fun for you? I've just been listening to a podcast about fun and what scientific joy of fun is. I have fun all the time. Not always, because sometimes I don't have fun, but I do things that are fun. And I try to make my world fun. I just made the worst bicycle you could possibly ride. It's almost done. I've got one or two things to make it worse or worse. But it's for some reason it brings me so much joy and happiness to ride it around because it is so awful. You'll see a picture of it during the semester. But I've been spending, 15, 20 minutes, an hour here and there putting this thing together. And I think I probably spent about $200 total putting this thing together. And it's just been an absolute joy. So when we talk about things, we talk about this joy, we talk about this thing called connection. Joy is an internal feeling of happiness, and I want you to find some joy. Joy doesn't have to be profound. It can just be like literally watching a caterpillar walk across a leaf. What? Oh, I do that. And so those kind of things, connections, joy, okay? And the other one is something called a flow state. Flow state. A flow state is when you get engrossed in an activity and you kind of lose track of time, where all of your energy is being focused on that particular task, not to the point where you think you're going to fail, but to the point where you know you're going to be successful. It's like some people, where is it? Some people can solve Rubik's cubes. I have had one since the 80s. I still can't solve it. I've taken mine apart a bunch of times and solved it to pretend that I could. My brother could do it in like 40 something seconds. And yes, I know there's YouTube videos showing how to do it. I don't have a good enough attention span to do it. All those beeps and dings are my computer telling me that the recording that I recorded before this one didn't work. Thanks. Okay. So, connection. Get to know me, get to know other people, even if it's just through discussion boards or even if it's just through listening. Still, though, that connection makes goodness. It makes you better, makes you I'm running out of words. Okay, joy, intrinsic, something that you possibly like that you do. And the last thing is you have to kind of get into some sort of flow state. Those three things are really important. And so we're going to try to do that during this class. We're going to be doing, this is what we do called a flipped classroom. A flipped classroom is that y'all bring the content. I've been doing this for a long time. I don't need to learn anything new about the content. Well, I keep learning new things, but that's not important. I need to learn about you because your life is what's important for you in this class. Every single one of you has this class in you. And because you have this class in you, we need to hear it. We need to know about you. And so the more that you can share about your personal experience without trauma dumping will be awesome. And even if it's something stupid, like telling a story about you driving to work and someone driving by you is a complete rear end. Why? And then we start looking at analyzing that particular situation, and we can try to diagnose it and use the course vocabulary to start connecting your observations to this course. And that is how you actually learn this stuff. Okay. I really enjoy this. And so please, I hope you enjoy this as well. All right, not too dorky.